Hello, my name is Jenna Wheeler. I am in the veterinary science program at CTC, and this is my capstone project, measuring the human-animal bond. So for the purpose of this experiment, it is to measure the bond between humans and animals, specifically the bond between humans and animals seen as cute, and the bond between humans and animals seen as scary, and just comparing the two and see how they differ. 63.4% of Americans own a dog, while only 4.5% own a reptile. And we're going to figure out why that is today. Understanding the bond between humans and animals is important because it can help many companies who do therapy animals see if we can use different species instead of just your normal cat and dog. See if we can branch out into reptilian or amphibian like that. So for the literature review, I researched both snakes and puppies to see their background and why we feel a certain way towards both of them. Ophidiophobia is the fear of snakes. It originated from our primate ancestors. Early primates developed a predator recognition pattern in order to survive their hostile environment. So our primates were used to seeing predators as big scary cats and animals like that instead of stick-like snakes. So when snakes came around, they weren't used to that, so they often got injured, and they were very uncomfortable around snakes and terrified of them from that point on. Owning a dog can be fulfilling both physically and mentally. Research suggests that people with dogs experience less cardiovascular reactivity during stress. This means that your blood pressure and heart rate go up less and return to normal quicker during high-stress situations. Overall, the effects of stress on the body and mind are lessened if you own a dog or have owned a dog in the past. For safety, this experiment does include animals and humans, both uses of both, so it's very important to be safe during this. So there was an experienced animal handler on site, and any signs of discomfort from the animal or the person, if those were shown, then the experiment was stopped immediately to make sure everyone was okay. For procedure, first, the resting heart rate of each participant was recorded. There were 4 participants in total. Next, their heart rate was recorded while they were handling a snake. And finally, their heart rate was recorded while they were handling a puppy. So for our specimen, we had Magpie, a 4-month-old Catahoula puppy, and we have Repo, who is a 9-year-old corn snake, who I have with me here today. I'll pop him out for just a second. And then for our materials, we have a pulse oximeter, which measures heart rate and oxygen rates, but we didn't use oxygen rates for the experiment because it didn't help out. But this is Repo. This is who we used for our experiment. He was a champ. He was great. And I'll probably just have him, I'll probably have him hang around my wrist for the next couple of slides so you can see him. For the results, the average resting heart rate of all the participants combined was 85.5 beats per minute. While holding the snake, Repo, the average heart rate increased to about 107.5 beats per minute, which is 22 beats per minute higher than what the average resting heart rate was. And while holding the puppy, Magpie, the average heart rate dropped to about 77.5 beats per minute, which was about 8 beats per minute lower than the average resting heart rate. And there are some photos of people holding Repo and then people playing with Magpie. You can see obvious discomfort while Repo was being handled. And then Maggie was having the time of her life down there. So in conclusion, the data collected in this experiment shows that using heart rate, the bond between the puppy and the human was stronger than the bond between the human and a snake. So we can use this to infer that the bond between animals seen as cute and humans is more than likely always going to be stronger than the bond between humans and animals seen as scary, like reptiles. Using one participant as an example, number 4, the difference in heart rate was 43 beats per minute. While she was holding the snake, it was 105 beats per minute, and while she was handling the puppy, it was only 62 beats per minute, so that's quite a big difference. And then here are my 2 pages of my works cited. Yes, thank you for your time.